Hello and welcome. I'm Kiri and this is Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy, the beta, the playtest. Developed and published by Owlcat Games. They are known for CRPGs and this is another CRPG. We don't have a release date yet, but it's going to be a grimdark, party-based, story-driven CRPG. Choices matter. And we're going to build our Inquisitorial squad. So, let's dive right in. We've got custom story, normal, daring, and hard. Normal is for people who are unfamiliar with the base game system, which I have not played the base game, and who play tactical games, CRPGs infrequently. I play lots of tactical games, not really CRPGs. I'm fine. I think this is okay. By the way, you can turn off screen shake. There's lots of options in there as well. So that is good so far. Enemy durability damage, damage modifier, dodge modifier. So many options. It's great. Select a portrait. Okay. I like her. Ooh. Look at those portraits, though. Oh, she's cool. They were pretty amazing. I'm gonna go with her. It's select a voice. Pragmatic, zealous.
Violence it is then. Better your blood than mine.
Violence it is then.
Tremble and weep! I am the bringer of his punishment.
Tremble and weep!
Hey, that's cool.
Faith drives me.
Okay.
Violence it is then. Always on the move.
I think the voice actors have done amazing. Cool. An archetype. Warrior, officer, operative, soldier, and
The
mystic.
witch, the mutant, the heretic. The enemies of mankind are ever present, terrible and insidious.
Someone's
Few
talking.
can comprehend the scale of the threat we face. To know and continue regardless is what it means to serve in a holy order. May the Emperor forgive those who stand against us. For the Inquisition surely will not.
Okay, that's a really cool vibe. So an archetype reflects a character's path of development, who they were and who they will become. Each archetype defines the character's key abilities, which abilities they will use in combat, which skills will help resolve difficulties during travels, or how their special abilities will improve. An archetype is divided into ranks, each of which allows choosing a new ability or talent, improving them, or increasing the skill or characteristic score. Okay. So an officer is more of a support unit. Operative, melee and range. One hit, one kill combats. I think she's totally an operative. Progression locked. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with this one. Origin. Before the Inquisition took you in, you led a very different existence. It was that past life that provided you with the very skills that first brought you to the Inquisitors' attention, prompting them to make you part of the most powerful organization in the Imperium. The character's origin grants you bonus to one characteristic, 3 modifiers to abilities, active keystone ability, 3 talents that can be selected as the character gains additional levels, several specializations that can be selected as the character gains additional levels, a choice of origin variant. Okay. Astra Militarum. Imperial Noble. Sanctioned Psyker. With her portrait earlier, I feel like we've got to be an Imperial Noble. Wicked Scorn. The character saps morale from target enemies. Fellowship +5. Worthy opponent. The attack deals... Oh, this is an attack, okay. Plus 8% more damage against non-disposable enemies. What's a non-disposable enemy? I'm not sure. Available immediately. Okay, and then this is progression locked. Okay. The dynasty. As an aristocrat of the Calixtus sector, you belong to one of the ancient noble dynasties of the Imperium. Your house, as befits the elite of society, holds a certain sphere of influence, which is what allows your kin to retain their privileged status. And then we get bonuses from that. So there is the fallen one, the righteous, or the merchant. Looking at the, thinking back to the portrait again, I think righteous. It deals increased damage to the enemy commander and gains additional morale when damaging them. +5 to weapon skills and ballistic skill. +10 to intimidation and metal. Sure. The home worlds. The world where a person begins their path leaves an indelible mark on them. The planet's type, rulers, climate, and other qualities are what shapes not only the individual's body, but also their soul. Hive world, death world, forge world. I am unfamiliar with those. It's all classified. What's a forge world? Morale when their armor is high. Chance to suffer critical effects is significantly reduced. We are totally from a death world. That sounds amazing. More toughness, perception, resistance. On death worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms, inimical to human life. While exceptionally difficult to colonize, many of these planets possess valuable resources that require a permanent human presence, whether an outpost or other form of settlement, to harvest them. Those who survive these harsh conditions are rightly considered among the hardiest populations in the galaxy. Okay, I get a bonus to a skill. Radioactive, that would be athletics, awareness, demolition, Medicae, tenacity. Frozen. Oh, I was just looking at the modifiers, but frozen wastes, absolutely frozen wastes. That's so me. Characteristics determine the character's strength and weaknesses and influence the combat capabilities, the effectiveness of skills, and the playstyle. They affect attack, defense, survivability, exploration of the world, and interaction with the environment. At the beginning of the game, the character has 6 points to distribute among characteristics, investing no more than 2 points into each. Later, upon reaching certain levels, it will be possible to increase characteristic scores further, but each characteristic can be improved no more than 4 times.
The enemies of mankind.
She's talking again.
Ever present, terrible, and insidious.
Ballistic.
You can comprehend the scale of the threat.
I would like to go ranged, so we'll put 2 points into this.
And continue regardless is what it means to
Strength.
serve in a holy order. May the
Melee
Emperor
damage, no.
forgive those who stand against us.
Character's movement and reaction speed, that might be good.
Surely will not.
Perception is always great. So I'll put 1 more in perception. Logical connections, willpower, fellowship. Alright, how about 1 more in agility? So 45 is the highest I can go right now. Okay. So yeah, let's put another 1 in perception, and then I have 1 left. Which am I gonna put into? This is really just melee. That's okay. Intelligence, willpower. Willpower. Okay, those are my points. Ooh, we're not done yet. Character create. I mean, the whole thing is character creator. Okay. Some body types. Honestly, with that bulky clothing, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can make out some differences, but not a lot, really. Skin tone. I don't see the change between those. Okay. Hairstyle. There are a handful of options. Not too many, but I don't think we actually need that many. I want the hair that she had on the portrait. It looks so good. Guess a ponytail is fine. No blue hair. Kind of sad. It's okay, we'll go with this one. Eyes. Oh, those are eyebrows. Eyebrows. Same color as the hair. Can't have a beard. Okay. I mean, I don't want to, but scars. Those are some serious scars. Oh no, here one is no scars. Good. Tattoos. Heck yeah. Maybe not on the face. Not like those. I like those. They are really cool. Tattoo color. Barely changes the color. That's so strange. Augmentation. I have some. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if that is part of the story, but doesn't seem to be. I can have it. Maybe something a bit more subtle. Oh, the light's right in my face, but still. How about this one? Whatever that augmentation is then. It can also randomize if you don't want to do this. But hey, I spent, what, 5 minutes here? Not so bad. Character's name. She looks different. That's okay. Kiri. So, I'm from the Death Worlds with Imperial, Noble Origin, Operative, Archetype. Okay. Let's go, I'm excited. So this is turn-based tactical combat again. Classic. Who are you? Your aching joints are twisted to the limit, locked in manacles. It is hard to breathe. The bitter scent of sacred incense fills your nostrils and throat, making you lightheaded. Inhale. A sharp pain echoes from the ribs broken during the interrogation. Exhale. A swollen artery at your temple throbs in time with the scratching of the Terranite cabal. Arch transcript is cogitaquil. The attention of those present is fixed upon you, but you cannot tear your gaze from the dark eye sockets of the golden mask looming over the stands. Oh no, there is no voice acting at all right now. That's a shame. Session 28-00432 Iota P. Pi. Of the Cabal is now convened. Subject of the session, the loss of the vessels Sholtus' Valor, the loss of 86% of Terminus Omega Warband, including servants of the Golden Throne, of mid and higher rank. Acolyte Aradus Zeph, status deceased. Acolyte Persephone Shriek, status deceased. Inquisitor Leander the Taral, status deceased. The accused, Kiri. Oh, well that's not a good start. Do I know all these people? Indeed. Who are they? You are in the Grand Hall of the Terranite Cabal, yet among its members you recognize only Lord Inquisitor Zabi. Master de Taral is dead, and the rest, likely the proxies of their patrons. According to witness testimony, Terminus Omega Wuban bears partial responsibility for the loss of the Holy Inquisition's mechanical, informational, and human resources. The death of the Inquisitor, however, is the sole responsibility of the Acolyte. Accused, do you deny your guilt? So, I didn't, okay. Unforeseeable circumstances. Then I fulfilled my objective. It is my fault. Or it's not my fault. The primary objective of the warband was the transportation of classified assets. I have fulfilled my duty to the Cabal and the Imperium. Let's just pretend we're fine. With all due respect to the Cabal, I would beg leave to ask the Acolyte a different question. I propose we address another portion of the testimonies gathered and the remnants of data extracted from the Servo Ossarium, specifically those regarding the causes behind the fall of Schultz's valor. Inquisitor Soldevan wishes to know, are you certain of the version of events you have put forward? Answer, Acolyte Kiri. A probing, unblinking gaze studies your face. Well, so there was no doubt in the Inquisitor's mind. The destruction of Schultz's valor was caused by a band of heretic Astartes. A wave of uneasy whispers travels through the Grand Hall as you speak. Lucian's sharp gaze sweeps over the assembled, keenly observing their reactions. Inquisitor Amasi's voice, streaming from the servitor's vox, cuts through the tense pause. The truly remarkable fact in this entire affair is that the Acolyte survived direct exposure to the light of the Tyrant Star. Let Kiri recount her experience now, lest the knowledge be lost to sudden madness or some other consequence. Okay. Xenos Hybris Xanthite. What an interesting request. I am glad that within the Terranite Cabal, there remain some who understand the value of knowledge, especially of the forbidden kind. A number of approving exclamations reach your ears, as do several indignant outcries. Your response has caused unrest among the audience, while some evidently welcome your broad-mindedness. Others are furious of the words they consider to be tantamount to heresy. The Terranite Cabal is clearly divided between those who would interpret the freedoms of the Inquisition more liberally and those who insist on strict adherence to existing prohibitions. I've got an alignment shift. Ooh. You know, maybe I should have looked at this before. An adherent of the necessity of xenotech research, cooperation with Xenos for the sake of achieving the goals of the Imperium. Xanthite, faithful servant of the God Emperor, who believes that the forces of the arch-enemy can and must be used for the benefit of the Imperium. Yeah, no, that's okay. The Inquisitor's question is accepted and admitted to the record. Answer fully and with complete candor, Acolyte. Oh wait, so that's what... I thought I was tortured, but apparently I got injured during that mission that I was on. Okay, and this is tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth here. I saw something strange. An auditorium filled with strangers and a hallowed... Wait. Figure of sorts that spoke to us. But this is not this situation, right? I'm not just making fun of them right now. It says tell the truth. I trust you. An auditorium. A hallowed figure. The ravings of an afflicted mind. More daughters required. Consider this, the acolyte is either a lucky bastard who survived an impossible situation, or a complete idiot who returned to a stronghold of the Golden Throne's servant while actually being an agent of the arch-enemy. With evidence or without, if we execute the acolyte now, we may forever lose vital details regarding the nature of the Hereticus Tenebrae. The most efficient course would be to extract the acolyte's brain for synaptic reconstruction of Mayo fragments and replication of the lost memory segments pertained to the incident. Well, maybe I'd like to keep my brain, thank you very much. Well... I fulfilled the Cabal's mission as duty and protocol demanded, and now I am being branded a murderer? Our reality is one of eternal struggle. For resources, for survival, for hope. A reality full of pain and abhorrent choices, where nothing ever goes according to plan. In this very reality, Kiri faced a choice. Fulfill her duty to the Inquisitor or obey the oath she swore to all of humanity. Anyone who claims the choice was obvious is lying to themselves. The loss of Schultz's valor, of the acolytes and Leander. It is all meaningless if your bones are left to rot on a doomed planet. But Kiri and Terminus Omega did not merely survive. They delivered the artifact into the hands of the Tyrannite Cabal. Do you truly believe that by volunteering to retrieve the artifact, Leander the Terral did not fully comprehend the significance of his mission? The Inquisitor understood better than any of us the meaning of absolute submission to one's duty. And that same resolve also took root in his acolytes. So I will ask the Cabal once, only once, does Kiri deserve retribution? I gained 1 experience. Woohoo! Skill tests in dialogues. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Success or failure affects how the dialogue develops. Hover your cursor over the dialogue option that requires a skill test and you will see a tooltip detailing your chances of success and the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill. I mean, it's a bit too late for that because I already did the test. It was wits? Okay. The fact that Lord Inquisitor Zerbi himself is now your sole benefactor makes your every nerve pull tight. The favor of the mighty carries a steep price, and you have not yet been told the cost. The grand hall falls silent, pale faces, clenched jaws, disapproving stares, yet none dare to raise their voice. Then the golden mask turns toward you, and in its dark eye sockets, you finally see a glint of living, attentive eyes. Remove the chains. Henceforth, Kiri is under my protection. Well, well. Another agent has escaped execution. Interesting solution. They are not on my side. What a disgrace. Never fails to amaze. Oh, okay. At first, the Lord Inquisitor's words are met only with stunned expressions, before the hall suddenly erupts in a clamor of astonished voices. Ha! I'm gonna give a curt bow. What are your further orders, Lord Inquisitor? My, aren't we the serious one? Straight to business, without any groveling or superfluous words. storm survivors. Following the mission aboard Schultz's Valor, Terminus Omega Warband was disassembled. For her controversial decision, which has okay, I don't know. Enough talk. The Cabal has matters to discuss with you, Kerry. Report to Quartermaster Numis. He will return your gear and prepare you for your next assignment. The Lord Inquisitor makes a sharp gesture, and the guards part, clearing a path to the Grand Hall's exit. The next item on the session's agenda is not for our ears. Okay. Well then. Let's pick up gear. And see what they want from me now. Hello. A young man with a friendly face and impeccable bearing offers a salute the moment you leave the Grand Hall. Blind Silver's quartermaster's aide, assigned to escort you after the meeting of the Tarantine Cabal, Mistress Acolyte. His piercing green eyes study you with genuine interest. Well, I don't know where I need to go, so... Is there something wrong with my face? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, please forgive me, Mr. Acolyte. It's just that you're the... He hesitates for a few moments. The agent retrieved an artifact that the Tyrantine... I've been mispronouncing this the whole time. Tyrantine. Cabal has been hunting for years. I saw it in the atrium. Even when sealed in a metal chest, it looks simply unbelievable and dangerous. How did you manage such a feat? He clears his throat. But I'm talking too much. You have important matters to attend to, not idle gossip from a mere aide. My apologies. Don't be shy, speak up. I wouldn't mind hearing how the Bastion got on while I was away. Blind looks up at you attentively. As an aide, I encounter all sorts of news and rumors every day. I can share them with you, but only after you've met with Quartermaster Numis, or else he'll come up with another cruel punishment for my slow work. Well, apparently I need to ask. Why would I need escort? I don't know. Blind looks somewhat embarrassed. For the time being, I'm only an aide under the patronage of Quartermaster Numis. I run errands for him all over the Bastion Serpentis. And now, I've been ordered to escort you to him in the convocation room immediately. Then take me to the Quartermaster. Of course, follow me. But there's some more people to talk to, but that's okay. I want to see more of the game. Are we going this way? Yes.
Always on the move.
There's an option, by the way, to change the frequency of the voice commands. Well, not voice commands, but of, you know, as you direct your people. Oh, are we here? I went too far ahead. Okay. What is this? New feature, Ruthless Tactics. Okay. Reset choice. Wait, what? I didn't make any choices. Well, what do you mean? What is this? What is this timeline? New features. And skills. I don't know what this is. I feel like I can't make a choice. So, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Are we there yet? Surely this is where I have to go. Quartermaster Numis, there we go. That blast of Xenos ripped him in half. And all because of those damn faulty batteries, Numis. Your informant might have lived if you could just shoot straight. Or is your lack of practice my fault, too? Oh, he's very angry about this. Maybe I should practice on you, you armory rat. My life is the property of the Inquisition. Are you prepared to deprive the Holy Orders of their assets? I hope you get eaten by a Grox, Numus. I don't know what a Grox is. To all servants of the Holy Orders and the Bastion Serpentis, words have been spoken, decisions made, and a path charted. Session 28-00432, Iota Pi of the Cabal is now concluded. May the God Emperor receive our sacred service. End of transmission. A solidly built middle-aged man looks at you over exquisitely handcrafted spectacles before giving a brief nod. Quartermaster Numus, spare me the introductions. You're Kiri. I've already been briefed about you. Blind, you did well for once. The Acolyte arrived on time. Blind hides a smile and casts you a look of gratitude. I was told you would issue me new equipment. Long last sword. No, I want ranged weapons. Furthermore, the Servant of Distribution, Block Omega 12, Quartermaster Numus, is hereby instructed to assume the duties of distribution, overseer, in regard to any blessings issued to... He reads more closely, trailing off to muttering. When he finishes, he lifts his gaze, cold gaze to you. You've been assigned to the verdict, and I've been assigned to you. I will head to the dock once I have concluded my present business. If you wish to continue this conversation, I'll be waiting for you there. Alright, I've got somebody now following me. The interrogator's expression is unreadable in the dull light of the lumens. The painful bruises scattered across his face have taken on a yellowish-green hue, and the split above his brow is healing into yet another swollen ridge. Long time no see, Kiri. Interrogator Ortis, good to see you back on duty. So you've been cleared for further service, just like the other survivors. Cabal certainly has a refined sense of justice. And spare me the formalities. We're of equal rank now, thanks to your devotion to the Turrentine Cabal's mission. The warband lost an Inquisitor. What kind of interrogator would allow such a thing to happen? Those were the exact words before they stripped me of my status. Oh, so he got demoted. Well... punished for a choice I made? Oops. Do you blame me for Master Toral's death too? I do not think in such terms. You made a choice that those who would hold power over the sector must now live with. The past cannot be erased, nor can it be fought. The only option is to move forward. Apparently I did something, oh my. Well... Usually when the Holy Orders take your rank, they take your head along with it. But somehow you're still walking the Bastion's halls. Acolytes who commit inexcusable acts during missions rarely see the light of day again either. And yet, here we stand, both still breathing. Well... You were punished for a choice I made. No. So, the Cabal didn't put you to death after all. I assume we'll be working together on equal footing now, since we're both acolytes. I never said that. While you were recovering in the infirmary, the Lord Inquisitor reassigned my position within the Tarantine Cabal structure. I've been given a new mission, and a new patron. Make no mistake, the Cabal hasn't revoked my sentence. By the Lord Inquisitor's decree, my execution has merely been stayed. If I can achieve redemption by completing the mission he has assigned to me, my life will be spared. For a little while longer, at least. I failed the awareness test. Glancing at the chrono on his hand, Tuma loses what little interest he had in your conversation. Okay, new quest. Lord Inquisitor Zerbe bade me inform you that he expects you in his work chambers 1 floor above. I would advise you not to tarry unless you wish to forfeit your new patron's favor. You will not find replacement for him. One floor above then. But is there anything to loot? I can turn this off. Oh. Haha. Okay, maybe not. There are things to press. Are they like already here? What am I? Ah. Okay, but I don't know what we need to get in here. So one floor above.
Still for long.
Where's like the... Here. It's probably here. Who are you following me? Blind? What's Blind doing here? Okay, Lord Inquisitor. This looks so cool. Acolyte of the Inquisition, Kiri. Order Hereticus. Access to the Lord Inquisitor's chambers is granted by virtue of meritorious service to the Holy Ordos. Okay. That's a cool door. I like it. I'd love to see combat. But I don't think we're gonna fight the Inquisitor now. But we see weapons here. There's the 2 weapon sets. Some items that I can have. Like I've got a Medicae kit, and then these would be my skills. Hello, I made it. Yes. Oh, right, that was the gold person. Kiri, former acolyte of the late Inquisitor Leander de Taral, has arrived, Lord Inquisitor. Several long minutes pass in absolute silence. Every now and then, whispers of flipped reports. Pages break up the hush. Finally, the Lord Inquisitor closes the leather-bound folder and raises his eyes to you. The destruction of Schultz's valor, the death of Leander de Taral, the loss of the Icanthus system. We live in dark times, rich in great losses. Anton Zabi's hand tightens around the report folder. Leander was convinced that the heretic Astartes were to blame for the destruction of the ship. You agreed with his conclusions. I have no reason not to believe you both, even if no solid evidence survived. That Leander is dead. The evidence has disappeared, and the words of potentially corrupted acolytes are lacking in credit. To keep a sharp eye out for dark signs. Okay. To force the Inquisitors to delay their affairs and redirect resources to fight a hidden enemy, one needs strong proof indeed. Proof that a blade has been raised over the capital of Calixtus. You will do this. When you receive a new assignment, study your surroundings and see individual events which, when pieced together, will paint a picture of the lurking evil. Okay. Make the sign of the Aquila. I will do all that is possible to complete this task. That is not enough, Acolyte. I expect you to go beyond the possible. The time has come when only this will allow humanity to prevail. Okay. You made me your acolyte while others blame me for the death of Master de Taral. Why? For many years, Leander and I forged a path for humanity, side by side, through the infinite darkness. Even when our views of the pain of this galaxy changed, each of us continued to serve him unwaveringly. And just as Leander once paved the way to the future with the hands of his acolytes, you, Kiri, will become a new bearer of my will. Zabi removes his inquisitorial sigil from his neck and gives you a strange look. Oh, I got this. One who is incapable of sacrifice will never bring change. You, Acolyte, have shown enough fortitude to do so. He thrusts out his hand and slowly reveals the sigil. Even if you must give up everything and everyone, even if it means losing your own humanity, Do it to achieve your goal. Items received. Inquisitorial Sigil. Okay, so what is this? Uncompromising exterminator of even the slightest signs of heresy. Driven by the high ideals of duty, service to the God Emperor's will, self-sacrifice. Staunch believer in the God Emperor's grand design, fulfillment of which demands unity and accord within the endless ranks of the Imperium's organization. Okay. And then here we have the Xenos thingy again. I probably should not go. Monodominant. Okay. I want to go with this one. If my humanity becomes the price for fulfilling the will of the Tyrantine Cabal, then I will gladly pay it. The colossal figure of Anton Zerbi remains still. Only his golden mask offers a hint of a nod. Lineman Shiftmed. Are there any new assignments for me? Too many. The essence of the Hereticus Tenebri has remained unknown to the Tyrantine Cabal for hundreds of years. Therefore, you will begin your own investigation of this phenomenon with a clean slate. Revisit every lead gathered by your predecessors, trace connections, and draw new conclusions. Start your research with a visit to the restricted section of the Bastion's Serpentis archives. The Lord Inquisitor waves his hand, and the lumens flare in the eye sockets of the servo skulls hovering nearby. I am certain you recognize the servo ossuarium. The events aboard Schultz's Valor resulted in considerable damage to the device, but the tech priests managed to restore its functionality. Alas, the same cannot be said of the data from your last mission. I return De Toral's device to you. Use its full potential to carry out the mission entrusted to you. I get a servo skull. Oh, that's cool. For a few moments, Anton Zerbi remained silent. Is there anything you have not shared with me yet about Schultz's valor? About what happened to you when the spectral sun shone upon you? Speak. I will listen. I can tell the truth and say the same thing I have said before. Which is strange because I've done this before, right? So I can say it again, or I can lie and say I've told you all I know, which is the same thing. So this is just wrong, but I'm going to tell the truth again. Zerbi says nothing at first, then I see. And what did this figure want? I'm unsure. It spoke of odd things. Shield against the darkness, the impotence of death, ashes that the Titan's heart would not see. This knowledge must remain between us, Acolyte. Whether your vision was the delusion of a mind fractured by the Tyrant Star's influence, or something else, there is more to learn. However, if any member of the Cabal doubts the purity of your thoughts or your free will, even I cannot shield you from execution. Remember this. For a while, the Golden Mask watches you in silence before Zerbi returns at last to the reports folder. Acolyte, in addition to the high priority tasks, you are to take on more mundane duties. Go to the Maris Sportum Sectoris Hab Zone, located in the lower levels of the Hive Sibelius. Inquisitor Millicentilia and Sister Septima have been conducting their investigations there for some time. I want you to render them any feasible assistance. Acquiescently. It seems something has driven them to linger in that dark place. The Lord Inquisitor takes out an ornately embossed envelope and dismissively puts it aside. Afterwards, head to the Lucid Palace and meet with the Inquisitor Olianthe of Wrathbone. She has obtained intelligence that some heretic cell plots to assassinate a high-ranking figure during the celebrations of Saint Sibelius. There is no conclusive evidence that these heretics exist at all. Indeed, the situation appears to be nothing more than the typical squabbles of some aristocracy, and the Holy Orders do not waste time on such trivialities. However, there remains a slim chance that this rumor somehow relates to the activity of the traitor Astartes. That is why I am sending you to take a measure of things. Okay, can I just say yes? Like, there's been an awful lot of reading. Okay. told me to find information on the Tyrant Star in the Bastion archives, but what exactly am I looking for? Find Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. His post is located in the Archivum Serpentis. He will guide you to the most important sources of information about the Tyrant Star. Am I to prevent the assassination attempt in the Spires? I do not care whether another Lucidian soldier or priest dies. Even if the Tyrant Star lit up the sky over Scintilla right now, each of them would keep gnawing at each other's throats, if only to satisfy their depraved egos in the moments before death. And even when, in this senseless commotion, someone finally devours the weakest, their place will be immediately taken by a successor. The task of the Inquisition is not to save those who consider themselves to be the chosen of humanity. Our task is to use those who wrongly believe themselves chosen in the name of humanity's salvation. Thus, even if this heretic cell turns out to be a figment, use the opportunity to remind Scintilla's elite that, in the eyes of the holy orders, none are guiltless. Okay, understood. You will need a warband. Acolytes, Spes, and Devas are currently finishing an inspection in the infirmary. You already know them. As for Acolyte Sorrow, who will replace Acolyte Shriek as a sanctioned psyker, he can most likely be found in the Temple Hall. Use them as you see fit. Now go. And remember, Acolyte, time is not at our side. Results, not excuses. That is what I expect from you. I've got a servo skull that I can't really do anything with right now. Ooh, look at this. I've got buttons here with my inventory, and I have lots of weapons, and I guess those are then for my team. Wait, here's the long lass. I thought I got a long lass sword. This is a... What is this? This is a sword. Claymore sniper. Ooh, I could be a sniper. I want to be a sniper. There's a shotgun. There's a las gun. Staff of Flames. That's for the Psyker. What is this one? What am I looking at? Oh, there's Kiri. Okay, this is the long lass. So I probably got a long lass and a sword, not a long lass sword. Okay. Good. Then this is my character. Here are my convictions. Characteristic, the archetypes, the abilities. Alright. And then I have a level up. But I don't know what to do with that. I think that was a bug because now I'm level 1. Oh, maybe it was not a bug. Weird. My journal. They're all the things. I finished this though. Alright, what else do we have? Inquisitorial journal. No data. Map. Bastion Serpentis. I guess that's where I have to go then. Archivum Serpentis. But this is where I have to go first. And then the formation. It's just me. The log. I have this level. I don't know how to level up. What do you mean? Is that... Oh, next. Oh. Classic difficulty. The character can increase their skill values. Okay. So... which one was that? Oh, this is something else. Okay. Resistance, demolition, mobility. How about Xenos Law? Okay, I can only get one. Actually, tech use. Effectiveness of repair kits. Nah, it's probably not good. I want Xenolore. There we go. Figured it out. Ha! Took forever. Okay, so I've been playing this for about 15 minutes now. I've not seen combat, but you know, it is a CRPG, so there's usually lots and lots of talking. Sadly, it's not voice acted yet, but then, you know, this is a beta, it's a playtest. Not really expecting it because they're probably going to change some of the text still. So that just makes sense. I mean, so far so good, right? I feel like I've not really seen much yet. Maybe we can do another video further into the story where we actually see some combat. But it is Owlcat games, and if you've played those, it's probably going to be very similar. I'm excited for a new Warhammer game. What about you? Let me know what you think. Write in the comments, like the video, and especially don't forget to subscribe and potentially join as a member. Thank you to my big supporters on YouTube. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.